I'm obsessed. Okay, I've wanted one of these forever, especially during the pandemic. I feel like everybody was getting them, and I'm like, oh. I just oh. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my world. My name is Farrah Larae. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit of a jewelry tour. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be really fun. I've always been an accessory kind of girly. I remember when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old, I had a whole closet in my mother's home just dedicated to jewelry and accessories and sunglasses. You know how you have that linen closet in the hallway? It was a pretty nice size, and my mom gave it to me, and I had all my jewelry from top to bottom. So I've always been that girl, okay? But today I wanna show you just a couple of my everyday go-to pieces. I do dress up an awful lot. Like I do a lot of red carpets and award shows, definitely for church or just random special occasions. I go to a lot of galas. So the pieces that I'm showing you today are literally like every day I would grab and go any given day. So the more, you know, jazzed up stuff we don't have today, but comment below. Let me know if you want to see my more event accessories. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna just show you guys a glimpse. If I have access to where I purchased them from, it will be linked down below. I do have a specific category on my Amazon storefront where you can find most of these pieces linked. There are a few pieces that I did get on Amazon, other pieces that I have no clue where I got, and then there are some where I can actually give you access to. For example, and we'll go ahead and kick things off with these, I have an amazing friend, Victoria. She has this amazing store out in Virginia Beach called Erotic by Victoria, and these are actually some pieces from her collection. They are the party earrings, which they are like PARDI. I have these ones linked below in my Shop My Store. So they're very funky, kind of like a good time. They're not as heavy as you would think. They're actually super lightweight, but they're so cute and fun and funky. I love this little fringe moment. I'm like, okay, next time I'm in Nashville, these are the ones. These are the girlies that I will be wearing. So make sure you click the link below to shop not only the party earrings, but all of the earrings in Erotic by Victoria's collection. Now, I want to show you a couple of pieces that I think I actually bought them together. You know how you are shopping and you get like those little cards with a bunch of different pieces on there? I want to say that these ones that I'm going to show you came between like 2 or 3 different cards. I've been obsessed recently with like these little huggies. So these are very fun. They're very interesting. I love a good interesting piece, something that's not too outlandish that you'll notice that, oh, like, yeah, she wears that every day. But something that's noticeable enough to be like, ooh, those are really cute. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm wearing a red earring every single day, you're gonna know. But the secret is find something that's interesting, that builds a sense of intrigue, but that is not so intriguing that you know that it's on every single day. So these, and I think they came with like a couple of pair of studs, but then I also have these. Now, I've never really been a huggy kind of gal until recently. I don't know what did it for me, but I'm just like, these are so cute. Like, let me show you. Like, how cute, right? Like, not too much, not too little. They're a little bit interesting, very unique, but they're super fun. So those I'm obsessing over. Again, if I have the direct link, they will be in the description box. If I don't, I have found something as close as humanly possible and linked it on my Amazon, which is also in the description box below. So make sure you check that out. These are kind of like the larger size of the other two, but they're also a little bit more plain Jane. So you have like this nice glossy finish, but they don't have like the little interesting ridges on them. Do you know what I mean? But they're still really pretty, very poised, professional, chic. You know what I mean? So yeah, these are really cute. All right, up next, let me just say, I have a bunch of studs. Again, mostly because sometimes I'll buy like a set of earrings that all came together. And so there's a lot of studs on there. But I do have these that I wanted to show you guys. They're so pretty because they're from a store called La Vista in the mall. Comment below if you know La Vista. Actually, I've been in there a couple of times, but I really just got put onto them, where I went in and I was like, wait, no, this is a vibe. So these are so pretty. They're stainless steel, tarnish proof and waterproof. But what I love is this like flat back. Do you guys see that? There are some studs that are like that chunky square, and they kind of get caught and they hurt. These kind of lay flush into your ear. So even if you fall asleep with them, it doesn't hurt. I'm actually really obsessed with these. But do you see that like flush on the bottom? Comment below, tell me, can you see it? Because I'm hoping I'm doing it justice, giving you guys a good look at them. But those I'm obsessed with. You can wear them all the time and you'll never even notice they're there. All right, up next, let's stick with the theme of earrings. I've been a hoop girly for as long as I can remember. So I love me a good hoop. So of course, girl, go grab you some sparkly hoops, some plain hoops. These are my little rhinestone hoops. Get you some hoops, girl. I saw a TikTok recently where this guy was like, any girl in hoops with lip gloss and a white t-shirt, y'all got it. I'm like, yes, sir. Look, hoops are an absolute go-to. They're a staple and have been for the longest time. So comment below, tell me if you have a pair of hoops in your collection. Moving right along, I have these really chunky, sophisticated, rectangular earrings that I cannot get enough of. In fact, when I wear them, people are like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. I'm like, yes, I know. They're so pretty. I got them also, I have a circular pair. So like this part is circular. And then I have some silver ones that have little ridges in them as well. But these are definitely an everyday grab and go pair. Like if I have a business meeting or I just want to be like really chic and elevated, these are my girls. All right, and then just quickly mention gold pair of hoops. Again, you've got to have some hoops in your collection. If you don't, what are you doing? The next pair of earrings that I want to show you, I actually got from my aunt. I don't know where she got them from. She doesn't know where she got them from, but they are stunning. Look at these pretty girls. Look at how pretty, how stunning. I was so amazed when she gave these to me, and I'm like, are you sure? Like, I'm gonna love them forever. Like, wait, hold on. Just look how pretty, how dainty, how feminine. Look how fun these are. They're just everything you want in a good piece, like a timeless but unique piece, right? Like you can wear this forever and never get tired of it. I love them so much. These are my girls. All right, up next, I'm going to show you a necklace and an earring, but only for the fact that I want you to see how I paired them. Now, I bought these items separately. Like, I don't even know where I got the earrings from, but I know I got the necklace, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I have the perfect thing to match this. So first of all, look at these pretty girls. Golden. Look at how they hang. But get this, I was wearing these for a while before I found her. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? And she matches, like the way that the stones are laying in the necklace are the same as in these earrings. So it would have been crazy of me not to match these up. Isn't that cute? That's another thing, y'all. If you're shopping for jewelry and you see a pair of earrings that you cannot live without, get them, even if you don't have a necklace, because eventually you're gonna be shopping and you're gonna be like, oh, I found what I've been looking for. So just grab them, okay? Do not be afraid. But yeah, I'm obsessed. I have this in silver and in gold, and I just think she's so pretty. It's a choker, actually. Like, she's so good. So good. Okay, the next pair of earrings, I also have a couple of different necklaces to go with, but I've had these forever. In fact, I had these, I used to sell them in my store, Farrah's Closet, which is coming back in the fall of 2025. So if we're already in the fall, girl, go shop till you drop. And if not, stay tuned. But these I'm obsessed with, just like this really pretty, sassy, dangly rhinestone moment. I only have them in silver right now. I don't know whether or not we're stocking these in the store. We have to find out. But these were some that I used to sell. So if you shopped back then, you hopefully still have yours too. Now, a good necklace to pair that with, I do like this choker combination, or like this one is a really fun one. I don't know where I got this, but I just love her with everything in me. I think she's so pretty. I like to layer my necklaces as well, in case you haven't noticed. Like these two here, this piece here is from London. My sister brought it back for me when she went last year. And then this one is another piece from La Vista. This, I don't know where I got it from, but I love her so much. But a good earring to pair her with, again, usually stacked. I'll usually like complement one with another, but these would be like a good pair here. These are some smaller hoops. I don't typically like smaller hoops either. Like I said, I'm just getting into the Huggies for real. But these are blinged out. So of course, I told you I love bling. So these were some other ones I had to cop because I just think they're so pretty and they're very feminine and they've got a lot going on. These are also from La Vista and they're very heavy actually. They're heavier than I thought they would be, but I'm obsessed with these. Like, look how cute these are. They're very small, but they have these like, I couldn't stop looking at them at the store. I was debating on whether or not I would get them because I'm like, I don't usually go for earrings that small, but she kept calling my name. And like, look at the stone on the inside. Like, she's really pretty. So I was like, let me go ahead and get those. And they're really pretty. Like I said, they're very heavy, but I'm obsessed. Like, hello. Hello. Our last pair of earrings as a notable mention are, drumroll please, you're not gonna believe what I'm about to show you. These disco ball cowgirl earrings. Girl, so I've never actually worn these yet, I don't think. Maybe I have, but I've been dying to. And tell me why I was in Nashville and didn't even think to pull them out. I can't believe myself, but I love these. I met a guy. He was coming to be on one of the shows that I produce, and we just got to talking, and he tells me about his daughter, and she has a clothing store and all this stuff. And I'm like, no way. And so, we're talking, and I was like, well, bring me something so I can support. And he brought me these. I bought like 3 pair of them. He's like, oh, those were her last 3 pair. Great. So that was all of our earrings. Now moving right along into our necklaces. I wish I had the time to put on each and every one of these right now, but I don't. So I'm just gonna show you real quick and again, give you the rundown on where I got them from, starting with my favorite 1995 pendant piece. This actually came from my store, Farrah's Closet. We do still have these in stock, so if you want to shop, click the link below for Farrah's Closet and go get yours. So mine is 1995, my birth year. We have like 98, 2001. We got a couple different years in there, girls. So go shop and get yours. I love this piece. I'm obsessed with it. I started selling these maybe a few years ago, but yeah. She's amazing and also very timeless. Like you're always gonna have your birth year, so it's something that'll never change. So get into it. Another one that is another favorite. I'm probably gonna call all of these my favorites, so just bear with me, okay? Just like let me be myself here. But another one is my F piece. I have found her on Amazon. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love the chain. I've always loved this chain since I was a little girl. Like I would see people with like their custom pieces and I'm like, I want one. And so finally I got me one. This is definitely linked in my Amazon storefront, so you can find it in the description box. But yeah, she is definitely a favorite of mine. She stands out. She's sparkly. If you want to get somebody's attention without being over the top, you want something subtle but still stand out, she's your girl. I came up with that concept a while ago and I tested the theory. Literally every time I wear this, people are like, oh, what is that? Oh, who is she? Oh, where'd you get her? Or they think that your man bought it for you. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a man. Haven't for a really long time. But, you know, it's nice that people think I'm a kept woman. Kept by the Lord. All right, this next one. So being in Houston, I am like slowly but surely embracing the cowgirl culture. So my sister and I bought these like matching charm necklaces. Sometimes I actually wear it as a bracelet. That's a big old hack, y'all. So if you take your necklace and you might need a little help or do like the bobby pin trick, but you can actually clip it around. So like if I had help or the bobby pin, I would clip it here and you've got yourself a charm bracelet. You can do that with any necklace, but this was like our welcome to Houston gift to ourselves. It has a cowgirl hat, a cowgirl boot, some cards, a little horseshoe, a star, and a heart. Oh, and a bow, a pink bow. So this is very me. My sister's is very her. But yes, this was like our welcome to Houston gifts to ourselves. So love that. Up next, another favorite. I told you guys I'm just gonna be calling all of these pieces my favorite, but this one means the world to me. Very sentimental for several reasons. It's very tiny, dainty, if you will. But this was one of the very first pieces that I actually purchased to sell once I started my store. I have a blog called Enjoy Your Life, and the symbol of the blog is the palm tree. The reason is because I was going through a very sad time in my life, and the Lord told me to find something that would remind me to stay happy. And I was driving in the car and I was so sad, and I looked up and I saw a palm tree and I was like, oh, that's gonna be the thing, a palm tree. So yeah, like I said, it means a lot for more reasons than one, but I love wearing this, and I started selling them because I'm like, well, this will be my memory. And so if you want one, click the link in the description box because it's our reminder to enjoy our life and to be happy and just to remember the promises of God. So yeah, she's my girl. Next up is another sentimental piece. It is actually an S, which stands for Serenity, my daughter. I'm obsessed with her. And I've always wanted a piece that represented my baby. So I actually got this very recently. I've been looking everywhere, okay? Everywhere for a piece that I love that reminds me of her. And this was perfect. It's like, it's dainty, it's small, it's cute, but it's blinged out, girl. It's just, she's amazing. I love her. In the mix, but out the way. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll stack her with some of my other pieces, but yeah, that's for S for Seren. Mommy loves you, girl. Next I have, listen, I stopped wearing this one, I gotta be honest with you, but I wanted to show you guys because it is typically one of my go-tos. I got this one on Shein or Shein. Comment below, how do you pronounce it? Shein or Sheen? How do y'all pronounce it? Tell me in the comments below. But this was another one of those items that I bought, didn't have anything to match with, and later found. So ta-da! I used to wear her every day. Now let me tell you why I stopped wearing her. One day, one of my friends who is a crazy New Yorker sees me and was like, what are you doing with a cat thing on your neck? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's a cat bell. I'm like, what? It's a teardrop. He's like, even worse. So since then I haven't worn it because I'm like, yeah, he's right. It does kind of look like I got a cat, like I'm a kitten. And I got a little cat thingy around my neck. But I did used to wear her pretty often. And I have matching earrings, but the earrings are slightly smaller, which I also like. I don't know where I got those from, but yeah. What do y'all think? Does this look like a cat's, not a leash, a collar, like a cat's collar? Or does it just look like a piece of jewelry? Let me know in the comments. All right. Next, another sentimental piece. I have so many sentimental pieces, and I didn't realize that until right now. That's why it's so important to like sit down and reflect in your everyday life, seriously. But this piece is from my dad, It is an infinity sign with a rose gold cross. So the necklace is silver, but the infinity sign is rose gold. So I actually like to alternate the way that I wear her. Sometimes I will pair her with silver. Sometimes I'll pair her with gold. I just feel like she's very versatile and I love it. And it reminds me of my dad. So thanks, Dad. And yeah, it's very sweet. All right, now we're getting into some of the big boys, okay? Some of the big boys. Just a few. I'm not gonna go crazy on you today, but let's see, we'll start small. All right, so as you can see, I do have on, like I told you, this one is from, where is it at? From London. It's like this gold rhinestone necklace that my sister got me from London. And I say rhinestone, y'all, I'm no jeweler, okay? So I don't have the right terminology for everything, but we're getting there. But I also found one in silver. So she is another favorite of mine. I don't know why, but for some reason, when I find a piece that I'm obsessed with and that I would wear literally every day, I try to also, if I see silver, I also try to see if there's gold and vice versa. I'm a golden girl through and through. I used to be a silver girl, like nobody's business, but as I've gotten older, I'm a golden girl, but I still do love my silver, especially if there's some bling involved. But if I see one in one color, I definitely go and get the other color. So I had to cop her in silver because I love my gold and I wear her all the time. And I'm just a matchy kind of gal. I just want my jewels to match when I'm wearing things out. All right. So next we have, I told you earlier about like this choker combo. This was one of the items from my mom's store. She used to have a store many moons ago, and which a lot of you guys probably didn't know that, but that's kind of helped me get into the fashion industry, especially going to like the magic show that I try to go to each season. I've been going to the magic show since I was 13 years old. My parents introduced me to it, and they had a clothing store when I was younger, and they would let me do like the fashion merchandising and the buying and all that kind of stuff. But this was one of the pieces that my mom used to sell in her store, and I've kept it ever since. I love her. Now, if we're talking about a kitty collar, this looks like a kitty collar. Go ahead and run and tell that. Tell my friend this one's a kitty collar, and I'll own up to that because I think she's so gorgeous. But I'm obsessed with her. So sometimes I will stack her with other pieces, like I mentioned before, just to make it a little bit more dramatic. And I'll just do like these two and then a couple of others. When it comes to stacking, it's very important to me to like add other layers in between. Like I would not necessarily be okay with such a big gap like this. So I would probably add things in between. Another one of the big boys, funny how I call all the dainty ones girls, right? Another one of our big girls is our Cuban link. I'm obsessed. Okay, I've wanted one of these forever, especially during the pandemic. I feel like everybody was getting them and I'm like, oh. I just oh. It all just hit me. I'm like, everybody was getting Cuban links in the pandemic. I wonder why. Put the pieces together. Anyway, finally got me one after 800 years, but I'm obsessed. I love the fact that it's like big dog, but it's also like princess. Do you know what I'm saying? Comment below if you know what I'm saying. But I have her in silver. I have yet to find a gold one, but I think she's so cute. And I love the way you just like open her here. I mean, I've seen some, but not any that I wanted. And so I finally found one that I wanted. And I think she's just so cute and I'm obsessed. So yes, you know the vibes. Up next, we have our bling bling cross, baby. Now, I actually wore this recently at an event. I posted it on my page and I stacked it. Like I said, I like to stack and layer my necklaces, really just any of my jewels, necklaces, rings, bracelets. I only have one piercing in each ear, but if I had more, girl, they'd be stacked, okay? I love to stack my jewelry. So I stacked her and people were like, I'm sorry, where in the world did you get this? I'm like, it's not one piece, sweetheart. Like, get with the program. It's not one piece at all. So on its own, it's like, okay, that's fly. But then when you put her with all of the others, it's like, wait, hold on. Where does she come from? Who is she? How does she exist? So yeah, this is a choker chain as well. But I do love that this is big enough that you can actually swap out. So if I wanted to do something a little bit different, I could also do that as well. One last necklace I want to show you, the gold chain. I'm obsessed. Like I said, I'm still looking for my Cuban link, but she will do in the meantime. I really love this. Again, I'm such a stacker. Like I wouldn't just wear this alone, but I would probably stack it with some other things. You see I have something on now. Like I wouldn't be opposed to stacking that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, total stacker. Get into it if you haven't tried it. Some people are like, I can't do a bunch of different things at one time. Totally fine. I understand. That's like you're a human being. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to do that. But if you want to try it, I suggest you should because it's a lot of fun. It really is. All right, next we have our rings. So I'm wearing one now. Let me just say something. I'm gonna be so transparent with you guys, it's not even funny. Sometimes I wear a ring on my wedding finger because I'm used to wearing a ring on my wedding finger. I don't know how to not. I was married before, and so I was used to wearing a ring every day. And I mean, it's been years, so it sounds like a sorry excuse, but seriously, sometimes my fingers feel so naked. But then when I go out, I'm like, Farrah, move the ring so you don't miss your blessing. But y'all, comment below, because I know, let's be honest, there's a lot of us right now, like I'm getting ready to be 30. There's a lot of us like mid to late 20 somethings, going into 30, already 30, mid 30s, dealing with that right now. Like we got married and then we're not married anymore. It's such a weird thing, but it's a real thing happening. Comment below, tell me, like, are you good not wearing a ring on your finger? Are you like, do you miss it? Like, how do you feel since we're talking about jewelry, okay? Not to be too sentimental and emotional, but comment below and tell me. So anyways, I have this gorgeous ring. It actually came in a collection of 3. So I'm gonna show you the other 3, but I'll alternate. It's not the same ring every day. Sometimes it's others. But yeah, I don't know. I just like wearing a ring on my wedding finger. Soon, the Lord will bless me soon. In Jesus' name. All right, so here's the 3 pieces that came together. I really love these. Again, this is another La Vista collection. So these are 3 different pieces and I love them so much. Very simple, not too crazy, not too in your face, but I also love stacking and wearing multiple rings at once. I didn't just like coming into the video for the purpose of being able to show you, but sometimes I'll stack them. Sometimes I will, like here's a stack here, or sometimes I'll wear them across different fingers. This one will be like kind of higher up and then I'll mix and match them. So like I have my little Cartier dupe here, again, Amazon babe. You can click the link below in the description and check that out. But like I'll put like this one on, or like I'll mix and match with some others. I have a couple of other ones here. This one I don't exactly know where I got it from. This one, I don't know where I got this one from either, but I'm obsessed with her. She's so pretty and she's pink, my favorite color. Baby pink to be specific is my favorite color. But yeah, I'm obsessed with rings. So a lot of the times I will wear more rings than one at a time. It just makes you wanna, you know, it's like when you get your nails done and you just wanna talk with your hands. You're like, oh my gosh, hi everybody! Same thing when it comes to my rings. Like I'm just like, I just want my rings. I feel somewhat undone without them. So these are a couple of the rings that I have. And now I'm gonna show you guys some of my silver collection, which I'm obsessed with. Some of them I recently purchased, others I've had for a little bit. We're not gonna go too in detail when it comes to rings, but I'm gonna show you a couple of some of my favorites right now. So this one, she kind of has like this open back. For some reason, I was not buying rings with like this little open back for a long time. I don't know why, but I just felt like, you're not a whole ring. And then same with bracelets. But recently I'm like being more open and it kind of gives you a little bit more wiggle room actually. So I like her a lot. So every now and then I'll wear her. Sometimes I wear her over here, honey. Like I said, and then when I go out, I trade hands or fingers entirely because I'm like, and I was like, what if someone catches me doing that? They're probably gonna think I'm a cheater. Like, she switched her ring because she saw a nice looking man. Like, no, I'm switching because I don't want to miss my blessing. Ah! So dumb. So anyway, the next rings I want to show you guys is actually, it's like a ton of them. I love these. Oh my gosh, I've loved these forever since I first started seeing them a couple years ago. I love them. There are so many of them. And again, for a person who likes to stack a lot, she is my dream come true. Hello, 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 hello. And then some of them are chunky enough even to go on my thumbs. So, I love them. So yeah, they're very pretty. And again, you can mix and match them. I really don't think there are any rules when it comes to the way you want to wear your jewelry. There probably are in certain cultures or, the upper echelon of people. But for me, I'm going to wear them how I want to wear them. So yeah, these are super cute. I love them. Again, total stacker over here. So sometimes I'll wear them stacked. Sometimes I'll wear them by themselves, maybe one, depending on what I know that I'll be doing throughout the day. Sometimes I won't wear any. If I know I'm doing like washing my hands a lot, like working at the barista-ing or something like that. But these girlies are currently a few of my faves. So that concludes our jewelry tour. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, comment below and let me know. Say, I made it. Or just leave a pink heart emoji in the comments below. Make sure that you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on your notifications. If you're not already, follow me over on my social media platforms and send me some pink hearts and bows to let me know that you came from YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you comment, like, and subscribe to my channel for all things faith, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. My name is Farrah Larae, and I'll see you in the next video.